What only exists to piss people off? Create an account to view the rest of this post. Duck off. You have *****4 **** articles left. That ducking plastic packaging that is impossible to rip open and hurts you when you cut it with scissors. They always wrap your new store-bought scissors in this stuff too. So some sick duck out there knows and is laughing at all of us. Have you seen the screwdriver packaging that holds the screwdriver in place with a screw? I felt completely screwed when I got home and didn't have another screwdriver to screw the screw out with. Edit, grammar. That tiny invisible X on game ads. And its more evil sibling. The fake X on game ads. Erasers that only smudge. I have one that leaves a pink trail when I erase. That pencil is the worst. Automated call routers that ask you to enter your customer ID and date of birth and zip code and great-grandfather's shoe size to get to the right person. Only to have that person then ask you for the same information you just entered to get to them in the first place. Robo voice, enter your 16-digit account number. You enter as quickly as you can then when you are 6 digits in. Robo voice, I didn't get that. Please enter your 16-digit account number. The pop-up, subscribe to our newsletter, message on websites that cover the entire page. Or the choice between, sure. Send me updates. And, no thanks. I'd rather decay in my skin prison and perish with no meaning and satisfaction in my life. When I just want to read a recipe and then I have to scroll through a long diatribe of the soft winds that blew off the Mediterranean while in my cabana on vacation providing the inspiration for this olive tapenade recipe. Seriously, I just want to try a new recipe. The best prose I ever read was for a cherry pie. It said, don't worry if the pie looks messy. Crusts are flaky. And can be hard to roll out. And a well-filled one bubbles over when baked. Pies are for eating, not photography. It was a great pie. Edit, recipe, no link. But I wrote it down so it wouldn't disappear. The prose came after the recipe. Crust. 2 c flour 1 t salt 2/3 c plus 2 t lard 1/4 c ice cold water. Mix flour and salt. Cut in lard. Add ice water by tablespoons until sticky ball forms. Divide 2/3 by 1/3. Roll out large portion on floured wax paper, put in 9-inch pie pan. Add cherry filling. Roll out smaller portion, place and seal over filling. Cut in vents, sprinkle with sugar. Bake pie at 425 F for 10 minutes. Reduce heat to 350 F and bake 30 minutes. Or until crust is lightly browned and filling is bubbly. Filling. 4 c tart cherries. Drained 1 c sugar 1/8 t salt 1 t cornstarch or 2 t flour. Mix sugar, salt, and cornstarch or flour. Stir over cherries until mixed. Pour in prepared pie pan. Bake as directed. Stickers that come apart when you peel them off and leave paper, adhesive residue behind that you have to try to scrape off. Especially when they slap one of those bad boys into the middle of my brand new non-stick cooking pan. Why? Just why? Jeans that appear to have pockets but don't. So, like, all women's pants? Those generic cereal bags with the resealable push zipper that when you open the bag, it rips past the zipper and now you have a hole in the bag beside the zipper. Edit, holy sheet, didn't expect this silly comment to blow up. Guys, I am more than aware of using Tupperware and Ziploc bags or even tape. Fixing it is not the problem. It's the situation of it happening in the first place that pisses you off. Also, Coco Dino Bites FTW. I, too, eat malt oatmeal. Itchy tags on clothing. Whoever started the print on tags was a genius. Yeah, but at this point I put my black t-shirts on backwards more often than not. Like statistically it should be 50-50 but NaHH man it's more like 85/15 that I duck it up. Mosquitoes. Edit, thank everyone who liked this. Especially thank the anonymous people who gave me gold and silver. As these are the first I got. There's been some stuff done that alters the genes of female mosquitoes I believe where technically they are female. But their mouth is shaped like a male mouth. Since females are the only mosquitoes that bite. The altered ones are not able to do this and spread disease. Such as malaria. Their reproductive organs are also altered so they are unable to lay eggs. Edit, I am not a mosquito expert. I'm just stating something I read somewhere a while back. I can't remember if there is a way to pass this trait on to offspring or not. Forgive me. I now strive to become a mosquito expert in honor of Reddit. Child-proof caps on arthritis medication. Edit. Thanks, everyone, for making this my most popular comment ever. That's terrible in every way. First off, child-proof caps don't keep children out. Second, if you have arthritis, you can't open the child-proof cap without severe difficulty. Long drugstore receipts. Ever notice how the majority of long receipts, unless you bought a lot of stuff, are just marketing and other shit? What a waste. Strings coming out of clothing, and when you pull it you get a massive hole in your clothes. My dad would use a sewing needle to get a piece of white thread still on the spool onto the outside of his dark jacket. He would keep the spool hidden in a pocket. When people would attempt to pick the little piece of white thread off his jacket, they would get a never-ending piece of thread. My dad would get a good laugh out of this. Bus schedules. You think they'll actually come at that time? No, you poor simple fool. They'll either show up 3 minutes before that time or 10 minutes after that time. That listed time is meaningless to them. Also, at least here in Montreal, after 30 minutes of wait, 3 buses for same route will come nose to us. If you are a commuter watching them in desperation from across the road, waiting for signal to turn, walking, they will all leave. Last 2 of them empty. And now you will wait for another 30 minutes. 1-ply ducking toilet paper. Who TF invented that sheet? Edit. Thanks for giving me a bit of credit. I just started this ACC a couple days ago and I already got a gold award. So yay. Some cheap duck. Obviously. Cursing everyone going forward to sheet stains on their hands when the toilet paper rips. The autocorrect feature on phones that changes ducking to ducking. And it never fixes TBE to the pop-ups. Duck. I hate them. Get a proper content blocker. Ads are optional. That puddle of water that you accidentally step on while wearing socks. That puddle of *dog pee that you accidentally step on while wearing socks. I live alone with my dogs, so this is always a pleasant surprise. Scam phone calls. I still don't understand how people fall for those things. Guy with a thick foreign accent calls me using a local number to ask for my credit card info? Sounds legit to me. Job applications that make you provide your resume, then write all of the information from that same resume on the following 4 pages. The DMV, Department of Public Safety. Let me just mail my sheet in. Why do I need to take time off work to stand in line for 2 hours? Makes me miss Arizona, where you show up with basically only a pulse and 30 minutes later you get a license that expires when you're 65. I mean, some sheet could be done just by mailing stuff in or going online or whatever. But the DMV would still need to exist to administer driving tests and such. Now, the DMV may need to exist, but whether the DMV needs to be so insanely slow and inefficient is a different issue. Rolling coal. For everyone who is too lazy to look it up, here's a quote from Wikipedia. Greater than rolling coal is the practice of modifying a diesel engine to increase the amount of fuel entering the engine in order to emit large amounts of black or gray sooty exhaust fumes into the air. Traffic lights on roundabouts. This exists? The whole point of roundabouts is to get rid of traffic lights. Everything annoying on airplanes. Baggage fees. Cramped seating. All that is designed to be just uncomfortable enough to get you to seriously consider buying first-class tickets on your next trip. They are normalizing being treated like animals, so you can justify them charging you to be treated with decency. Reclining seats on airplanes. Does absolutely nothing for the person who reclined and totally ducks the person behind them.